Hello again, and welcome back to a very special review. Today we are looking at the Sota Toys Pumpkinhead, and for those of you who know what this figure is super rare, and it is super massive. It is probably the second biggest figure I own, and it is also my second favorite movie, not counting the sequels. So for those of you who don't know exactly what Pumpkinhead is a demon that was basically resurrected in order to throw out this man named Ed Harley's vengeance, because these teenagers killed his son on accident, and he kind of took it the wrong way. So he went to this kind of like witch doctor lady, and she basically resurrected this demon so that it would go and kill the teenagers. And then, Ed Harley later on in the movie discovers that he kind of has seen them dying through the demon's eyes, so he kind of realizes this was a mistake, so he tries to fight the demon and get rid of it. It's a really interesting movie. It's made in about 1989, I think. I recommend it. Not everyone likes it, but some people really like it. I don't know. But it's, I still recommend it. It's got special effects done by Stan Winston, who did the special effects for Aliens, Terminator, Predator, Jurassic Park, a bunch of really cool movies. It's also directed by him, so if you're a fan of that stuff, I highly recommend the movie. Anyway, so let's get started on the box. It comes in this really nice box, which I keep it in. I found this at a flea market and I got it for like 70 bucks. Thank you, because my aunt was super nice, and she was nice enough to get it for me. And if you are watching this, thank you so very much. Very much. I love you. Thank you. And so here is the box. Let me give you guys a close-up of the box. It's a very light figure. So we got Pumpkinhead there. On the bottom we have some more figures you can collect. The one on the end there on the right, the Fang figure, I really want, because I love that movie so much. That's a really cool figure too. But no, I mean, I don't really care too much for these other ones, because they're just okay. But anyway, it also has some images of Pumpkinhead on the side of the box here. Don't know if you guys can see it. Probably very vaguely. It also has a real nice picture of him on the side of the box. Sota Toys Pumpkinhead, mega scale, now playing, presents Pumpkinhead. What's really cool about this also is it contains the original Pumpkinhead font from the first movie. So that's pretty cool. Well, at least I think that's the original font. It gives you a description on the side of the box here. So let's open this bad boy up and see what's inside. This is an amazing figure. I love this figure so much. I'm so excited to reopen it. And it's actually a pretty nice figure. It's made out of, I think it's hollow on the inside. I think it's made out of vinyl. It's really nice, high quality. This is the only Sota Toys figure I have, I do believe. I want more, but they are expensive. This guy's pretty rare, so here he is. As you can see, he's pretty light. He's a very light figure, which I like a lot. He stands up really well. Now, the only thing is, I gotta get his tail on. There we go. I don't know if I've ever actually put the tail on him before. Gotta get him to stand. I thought he standed up good, I don't know. It's been a while since I've actually taken this guy out of the box. Well, does he? Oh, he kind of does. I just gotta play with him. Oh, come on. Well, I thought he did. There we go. Just got to play with him for a little bit. As you can see, this is an amazing, simply amazing figure. So awesome. He kind of stands up good. I wish there was more, like, leg articulation so that he could stand better. Man, dang it, I had him just right. I don't know what's going on now. I guess I've never actually put the tail on him before, so maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe, I don't know. He should stand, I don't know why he's not. Okay, we got him. So yeah, he's amazing. I love the sculpture of him. You can see a little bit of the face there. The hands look great. The feet, oh, they look amazing. Claws look nice color. Now, I will say the paint job on him is not as good as it looks on the box, but it's still pretty solid. The face sculpt is amazing. Look at that. This looks so scary. Detail is fantastic. The tail. This guy looks fantastic. He looks so cool. So cool. Amazing. Show you his back. His butt. Amazing feet. It's got this nice little claw here. Yeah, this is the Pumpkinhead from the first movie, so he looks pretty great. I love the detail inside his mouth. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it does look pretty fantastic. I don't know if I'm even doing it justice. It's a huge figure. I don't remember how tall it is, but it's massive. Look at the hand sculpt. These hands are amazing. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to set him back down here. Hey, that's understood. I think you just got to have the hands in front. Yeah, look at that. That doesn't look too bad, does it? Oh, yeah. I mean, you could put this guy in so many cool poses. Look at that. Look at that pose. That is amazing. That looks great. That looks amazing. He does have limited articulation, I'll give him that, but the sculpt and the detail and the pose are just fantastic. It really captures the character of Pumpkinhead, and I think it really does a lot of justice to the movie and to the character that is Pumpkinhead. And I most certainly would recommend this figure to any person who loves the movie just as much as I do, or just loves the character in general. It's an amazing display piece. It stands up on your shelf incredibly well. I keep it in the box personally, just because I don't know where I can put it. I still have nowhere I can put it just yet, because I have this, and then I have a Jack Pacific Godzilla, which is way bigger than this. And I don't know if I'm going to put that yet. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a big shelf, and I'm going to put all my massive figures on one shelf, including this guy, Unicron, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute, Jack Pacific Godzilla, a bunch of other dudes that are just, and I'm also getting shortly the X Plus Legion from Game War 2, so that ought to be exciting. So yeah, he does come with a few things when you buy him. He comes with a stand. Comes with a stand, which I think you can put his foot on to help balance him a little bit better. One thing I will say is that he does require, I guess, kind of assembly. When you take his torso off, you get that. And one thing about this is one of the pieces broke on me. This one right here. Now, the one I bought was used, so I didn't know it when I bought it, but when I opened it up, I could discover that it was used. Now, I broke this. The guy who owned it, I don't think broke this. But he still stands, like, now the torso isn't incredibly secure, so if he were to fall over, just his whole upper body would probably just fall off. But it does look pretty good on there. You gotta admit, like, I can move him around and it's kind of loose, but I think that kind of helps with the posability. Again, only complaint I really have about this figure is he has no leg articulation. His legs are in this stationary pose. That's really my only gripe. The tail is not a bendy tail either, I don't think. It might be, but I'm not going to risk breaking it, because it is an amazing tail. It's a really nice detailed tail. It's a really nice figure. It's amazing. This is simply amazing. One of my favorite figures that I own. Probably this and maybe the Rebel Tech Gigan. The Godzilla line. That's also an amazing figure. I have, oh yeah, and another figure I own that I might do a review on later is the Alien Queen from Aliens that Tom McFarlane did from his Movie Maniac line. That figure is also amazing and massive. Not as big as this, but maybe about half the size. Here, I gotta post this dude. Yeah, look at that. I mean, that just looks awesome. Look at that pose. Let me give you guys a 360 view of what I'm talking about. This looks awesome. Look at that. It looks fantastic, doesn't it? When I first, I wasn't even looking for this figure. I mean, I was, but like, when I found it in the flea market on the second floor in the very back, or almost the very back, and it was like hidden away. And right next to it was the Shogun Warriors Godzilla. Now, I didn't know what that was at the moment, so I didn't pick that one up. And honestly, my aunt bought this for me. I didn't buy it. Thank you again. But I mean, I saw it and I was like, I was just drooling from the mouth because I knew how much this figure was worth and how rare it was, because I'd only seen one other one in the store, and it was years ago at like some convention. And it was like $200 or something. And I just didn't have the money with me. But I finally have it, and it is really awesome and amazing. It's a fantastic figure. It truly is. I really hope that you guys can see it okay, because it really is awesome. Look at that. Here, let me scoot it back. Scoot him back. It's amazing. It's quite simply amazing. I highly recommend this to any collector. Sorry about that. That was the packaging. This is an awesome, I know I keep saying it, but this really is an awesome figure. Highly recommend it. It's one of the best figures I own, even though it has limited articulation. You know, and even though the paint job's not as good as on the box, it's still pretty solid and it matches the film pretty well. And the size of the figure is also very impressive. I mean, this is a massive figure. It would look so good on the shelf. You can get some pretty good poses out of him. And oh yeah, that reminds me. Let's go into articulation. But again, this figure is awesome. So let's go ahead and get into that. The head can, it kind of goes up and down, but not too much. It can move left and right pretty easily. No 360 because of the shoulders. Like the back of his head kind of interferes with the shoulders and the big massive bone things he has. The arms can go up and down, not 360 again because of the shoulders. They do go in and out, which is really cool. The hands go 360, so you get some movement out of the hands, no articulation in the fingers, and you can go 360 at the waist. So the tail can also move left and right, but I don't think it's a bendy tail, so I think it's in this pose. you know, it's not that big of a gripe for me. Yeah. I mean, look at that. That just looks so cool. I really hope I'm doing this thing justice for you guys. I'm going to give them kind of a closer, so you guys get an idea of just the amount of detail and just the almighty awesomeness of this figure. The white eyes really stand out. Everything stands out about this figure. It's so impressive. Such an amazing sculpt. It really is. I mean, it's like fantastic. Which is why I really want the Fang Sota Toys figure, which I think they made two of them. There was the spider head guy, and then there was the scene with the dogs, for those of you who have seen the film. But yeah, so let's do some size comparisons, and then I had to get this guy back in the box, sadly. This is a very special review, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. Packaging. And that thing just looks so sick. Alright, so let's get some scaling. Here is Unicron in his planet mode. Here's Unicron. And so I'm going to put him just like that. So you guys kind of get an idea of how massive this figure really is. And then here is the Mecha Godzilla from Bandai. Big massive one here. Unicron's probably bigger when he's in his robot mode, but you get the idea. You have that. And we have a NECA Predator. And then finally we have this for fun, one of my brother's toys, or Hulk Hogan. So we're going to have him show up here. Maybe. So there you go. Now you get an idea of how big this thing really is. I mean, it's massive. It's the second biggest figure I own. Originally, it was the first until I got the Jakks Pacific Godzilla, which, by the way, do not get that off of Amazon. People are overcharging for that. You can get for $50 at Toys R Us. Just let you know. This guy, I got him for $70. I would say he's worth about $100 at most. So, so I think that about cuts it for this review. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review as much as I did. And I highly recommend this figure. You can probably get him for $100 or a bit less. He's probably up in... Honestly, he might be worth more than that. I really don't know. He's still an amazing figure. I recommend the movie as well. Maybe in the future I'll do a review of the movie. If you're a big horror fan, you'll probably appreciate the movie a lot. And especially if you like The Thing or, you know, like Alien or anything like that. It's up there with them. It's not as good as those, but I do think it's an interesting and very creative movie. And I really think this is a very creative creature designed by Stan Winston, who did the special effects, of course, for Alien, Predator, Terminator, Jurassic Park, and a few other movies. So yeah, I probably recommend this. Pick this up if you can. That's about it for this review. And as always, thanks for watching. And until next time, bye-bye.